Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. Imperial Watchtower. Should be well stocked.
You! Identify yourself!
There. Northring.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel.
But that was north of the checkpoint. I hope the dame has friends in the south. A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you...
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested, unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Do they get that colour?
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
Welcome, welcome. And a fine, fine day to you.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut-tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers, as do you and I. Now, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this. Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task... There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are... fresh from the master's take.
Nothing.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk be... and...
The markets are a veritable...
Ugh, you need not remind me. They're incessant chitters.
Sergeant's got it in for us too.
Hey, you look... I'm...
Ow.
I'd...
Oh, take 'em.
Heard the bones fell favourably to the Vale then, was it?
Can I trust you?
About what?
About as I...
Or...
There's nothing angry.
Fuck.
What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happened. 3 bearers.
It's no...
Tragic. Be discreet.
You won't be...
I'm afraid not.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Now, let...
If that's...
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. Enough. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? How the bearer win the day's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
You've got potential. I'll give you that. I'll win that.
Can I go now?
Krieger's gash. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this,
You look like you need a rest.
not half as much as I need this.
Thank you. Has it always been that way? That's something.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Get on with it! You want to bleed to death?
It's not been half a moon since Belling's tour.
That's what we signed up for.
From the Chamberlain.
Brant! And you! If you've got a message for me...
You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you.
Here. It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain, but alas, my work is far from over.
You need...
But I won't.
And what of your...
I'll wait.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I bet.
All right.
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain.
Ah, just as well.
So he really...
There was a time he was one of the...
Rare for one.
A fact, my sister's...
Bloody.
Gives you faith. No wonder that...
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Are you gonna buy something or not?
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now, shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. I meant nothing by it. You wait right here. Here.
Perfume.
Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
I have no...
Well, I have business with you.
I do not.
Somewhere far.
This is lighter than usual.
I can...
You had you pin.
Cigars.
Those...
It all smells so delightful.
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master, and
Etienne sent me.
didn't know he had his own. That That is no burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink?
Not just any Lagarde, Etienne.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. Question is...
Dylan.
You don't...
You mean...
Why not?
This do you think it vulgar?
I think you're doing...
I think...
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off.
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moore is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Most likely. Fools there nigh on every night.
It's not been half a moon since Bellingham's tour. And you'd have us march again.
That's what we signed up for.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moore. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moore to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moore are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moore who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
That's the day done then. How about the veil?
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
Oriflamme. How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Go on. Back to the...
rallying, you two. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
You, Brandon, here, now.
You're late for what?
Did they tell you? Well... What is it?
For someone whose son's in mortal danger, you didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
Oh, the wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it. Stay back. I'll deal with this.
No, but...
What is this?
Jon, stop! Why?
The wolf's work, no doubt. But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
You, Brandon, come. That wolf was trained. You are the entertainment, nothing...
Nor am I. You'll...
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right.
You're not the Branded I bought. Are you? Well, the sins of the...
That unlucky wretch would be me. I'm my own. I'm beholden to no one.
Lies! Do you think I cannot see that...
Shut your mouth and list those bearers you killed. They were people, and unless you wish to share in their suffering, you would do well to remember we are...
Father, he's scaring me.
How dare you...
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough...
I'm wasting my time, but I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
All victims of the note. You must be Clive.
How do you know mine?
The dame. Never gets any easier.
Is that what you're...
The mistress has me see to it that none are left. Since you're here.
Gladly.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
else you're doing.
Of course not. Wolves kill. Same with the here.
You don't have to.
Take it. Till then.
You heard me. Shift your asses. Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
I let her out of her pen while I did my... I think she's...
That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her. You work these fields?
A branded. Why should I help you, eh?
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe.
Chloe, is it? Oh, last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the wind. That girl's old enough to...
The wind.
Off with you now.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not... Is that... someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption. The crystal's cursed.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough, Chloe. Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A
She's not dead. She's...
That? The crystal's curse? That's just... And now she's gone forever.
No. Don't say...
It's true. And without that brand, she would have...
Dad said...
They do. Parents that give... But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
What do you want? Thanks for nothing.
Are you...
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she... Well, go on then. What is...
One of her courtesans has gone missing. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stopped to peddle there, but only one's been seen quarrelling with us.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood it. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't...
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for a constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame.
Why, of course I have. What?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his...
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he was, but old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb.
And do you know where he went after?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound. But as it happens...
My thanks.
Not at all. I would be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful, I mean.
It smells of death here, Torgal. We can't let them get any closer to the village. It's over. Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to sea every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You.
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna... We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the daemons when the lads come to collect Yannick.
Is that why?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. And most, speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
Of course you could, had it not been personal. You are still in one piece. You will be pleased to hear that they said they would meet you at a little...
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her. I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last. The Vale counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the Lucid...
Or to mention the same.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will.